This tutorial will give step-by-step instructions to make an electronic payment for the issuance of a certificate of compliance for a type of service monitored by the Office of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, also known as OMHSAS. The law that requires payment of fees is Title 55 PA Code Chapter 20. Fees are only assessed for entities that operate for profit. All types of service identified on the next slide are required to be assessed a fee of $50 when the certificate of compliance is issued. However, the fee for a provisional certificate of compliance is 1/12 of the fee for the annual certificate of compliance multiplied by the number of months for which the certificate of compliance is issued. Only these types of service will be required to pay a certificate fee, and again, it is only for-profit entities that will be assessed the fee. When the certificate of compliance is ready to be issued, a fee request letter will be sent to the legal entity address indicated on the application. A fee is not required until this fee request letter is received. So do not submit the certificate fee until you receive the fee request letter. This is the link to access the payment form. When you enter the web address, you will be taken to this Make a Payment screen. All information must be entered for the person making the payment. It should not be the agency information. The required fields are first name, last name, address, city, state, zip code. The email field is not mandatory. However, if you want a receipt for your payment, then it should be entered. Also, we do prefer if you enter an email, because if there are any questions regarding your payment, we have a contact email address. Continuing on the payment screen, you have to select from the drop-down box under Agency, Human Services as the agency. The program ID from the drop-down box, select 001 for OMHSAS. The amount field, you do have to type in the amount you are paying. And for the payment reference, we ask that you type in your certificate or license number. That's the 6-digit number found on your payment request letter. Or it can also be found on the lower left corner of your certificate of compliance. The SAP vendor number will be blank because that is not needed for this type of payment. And the total amount will pre-populate from the amount you entered in the amount field. Then you choose whether your payment method is a bank account information or whether it is a credit card. Check one of those and then click Make a Payment. One of these screens will appear depending on the type of payment method selected. If you make a credit card payment, a 2% fee will be charged for using this portal. You enter the information in the required fields that pertain to the account information of either your credit card or your bank account. When complete, there will be a submit button to complete the payment, and a copy of your receipt will be generated for you to keep for your records. This last slide lists contact information for licensing administration who manages the certificates of compliance for OMHSAS. If you have any questions or concerns regarding your certificate of compliance or license and or your payment, you can contact licensing administration to answer those questions for you. You can send an email to this email address, or you can use the telephone to call this number and press number 3 when asked to make a selection. If you would like to make the payment using a check or money order, it should be made payable to DHS or the Commonwealth of PA. The certificate or license number should be on the check or money order, and then it should be mailed with a copy of your fee request letter as well. The address to send physical mail via courier is listed here, or via postal service is listed here. This concludes the tutorial for submitting an electronic payment for the certificate fee of an OMHSAS certificate of compliance.